At the time when we wrote the report, it was £7 billion in deficit. The budget provided an extra 6 billion over 5 years. So that has replenished the situation a lot. But uh, I've been on the Public Accounts Committee for 9 years, and consistently, defence procurement has always come in over budget. So it's not just that 7 billion. We're now in an increasingly um, uh, difficult world, not least with Ukraine, not least by extra costs in AUKUS, by a flying agreement with Italy and Japan. All of these add extra costs. So where we are in this UK defence budget is we've just had a refresh of the integrated review of 2021, now refreshed. And that will have to take into account these increased threats. And that inevitably will put even further pressure on the defence budget. I think it's partly that we don't have good enough contracts with our defence suppliers. It's partly that the top brass in the military, when they procure something, constantly change specifications. A classic example of that is Ajax at the moment, which we've paid out 3.1 billion, and we still haven't got a workable vehicle because they kept changing the specifications. And our kit, particularly for the army, Ajax, Boxer, and their communication system Morpheus, just are not coming through. They're not ready, and this leaves us, I think, in quite a vulnerable state. It's reaching a fair degree of crunch at the moment because the world is such an uncertain place, and particularly with Ukraine, of course, because we need to be, as indeed all our Western allies are, really ramping up our production in order to be able to replace the munitions and other equipment that we're sending to Ukraine. So they need to just get their act into gear and get these things designed properly, really put a rocket booster under our defense suppliers, and just get on and procure this stuff. It should be possible to do it, and they come before us time after time, and there's every sort of excuse. But there's really now is a really crunch moment with the uncertainty in the world. With the rise of China, with the war in Ukraine. This is a really, really important moment for our armed forces.